20th of July 2021 in Abaco, and I'm gonna soon waiting on the Prime Minister. See, in Abaco, people are so concerned about trying to get back to some sort of normalcy mentally, spiritually, and physically that they don't pay attention to the first nor the second. So I'm trying to make sure to pound the information at the right time of my plan. But everybody knows the basic plan is to have somebody to speak to that can speak for you to bring some type of normalcy back to Abaco after a hurricane. We haven't got that. Some ahead already in the polls of even them undecided. They know that Kai will and shall speak to power. But today in Abaco again, no water. All week, no pressure. You can't wash, you can't flush your toilet. I don't know if everybody has this problem that I have with, I got 2 buckets of water, 2 5-gallon buckets of water that you have to keep by your toilet every day since the hurricane. And when that bucket empty, if you take some paper cloth and you'll see this brown thing, I saw it in the beginning. I saw this about 8 months ago, cleaning the bucket, and this gooey slime-like substance create in your bucket after you pour the water out. I don't know if that's cancerous. It looks cancerous. That's why I dare not drink the water from the top. Not with this crew. Except for them crew, they could kill somebody. If that don't give you cancer, nothing else would. But we're talking about basics need. We went 18 months in Abaco without a shower. Today, in Abaco, I don't know what those Long Island boys that Adrian Gibson handpicked to send to Abaco to do the bridge and to do the water. I don't know what they did to the water, but 60% of the big business and homes that water used to flow through is no more. The Gib Room, Pelican Shores, all the building in Pelican Shores, all the buildings, Front Street, Marshall, Memorial Plaza, Dove Plaza, Marco, all these places non-existent. Then you go down front, again you got the Conkin, that thousands and thousands of gallons of water was being pumped into the Morins, had about 50 boats there. And other sailboat company, you had Snappers, you had Wallies, Mangos, Lofty Fig. A huge complex was destroyed forevermore. Regattas, Abaco Towns by the Sea, all of Eastern Shores, no water. So why isn't the water coming 3 miles through the pipe into Dundastown? Basics. Somebody tell this F&M government. James Albury's up there sitting in the Prime Minister's office like a goose. Why is James in the Prime Minister's office? Why is James collecting a salary? If Darren Enfield is getting paid for the job he's doing in North Abaco, he ought not be getting paid because he has yet to have a meeting with his people. Thank God Grant Key didn't eat that food. See, that food is laced with something to make you forget and forget the 2 years of hardship after Hurricane Dorian. Enfield say I now hear your problems. He's finally got some hearing aid. But before he had no hearing aid. So he's now got a pair of hearing aid. He's just now hearing the cry of Grand Key because he finally sit down with them almost 2 years after hurricane. He's yet to sit down with Green Turtle Key, Copistan, Treasure Key, Dundastan, Murphytown, and Central Pines. You imagine that? What can Minister Henfield tell us? That he didn't have a hearing aid? Well, he should have some seeing aid. His eyes should have been working. He's driving up and down. You imagine Darren and Van Der Stewart being driven around by Chad. Chad is a licensed chauffeur for ministers, eh? Chad chauffeuring Darren around. I never see nobody from North Abaco chauffeuring Darren down. Remind me of the slave plantation. What the hell you doing riding around with Chad? You don't think Chad has gotten enough? Why are you trying to make a deal with Chad when they ain't got chick nor child and kill us with those overrated prices? Never pass the duty on to us, but he's getting duty free. And Darren Henfield is letting Chad chauffeur him around for what? What more does Chad need? You need to come and understand. Central Pine and Murphytown, let one of the black brothers chauffeur you around so we can show you. Because the things Chad saying, he could never see poverty no more. He rides over poverty and feel no pain. We ride over poverty and we are the pain. Get it right. Stop riding with Chad Sawyer. Unless you're looking for some campaign fund. Oh, he got that. He got that money. He got $1 from every agency. But my thing is the basic necessity. Anybody in the world that ever went through a hurricane, 18 months later you can't take a shower, you can't brush your teeth, you can't flush your toilet, you can't wash. Why does we have to wait for the power to come back on for water? But today the power's on, but we got no water. It's crazy. But this is what Kai would have done. Number one, I would have made sure that there's a generator. These people were remorseful. They were giving. While the giving is given, get a brand new generator for Green Turtle Key. They have the same problem we have. Why isn't a generator after $10 billion borrowed on the beautiful, quaint settlement of Green Turtle Key that used to be the capital of Abaco at one time? How could Darren Henfield forget Green Turtle Key? Green Turtle Key was gracious to him. Why is there a generator not at the new water field? Man, everything there's brand new. But if Kai was your member of parliament, there would have been a brand new generator on both places. And the old water tank, Mr. Henfield, why you let them leave it there? Is that going to be like the old terminal at the Marshall Airport? It's an eyesore for the rest of our life. Whenever anybody passes North Abaco and they see the garbage on the side of the road, less than a mile from where is the Treasure Key International Airport, that's a reminder of who the F&M is. When you go to Spring City and you see a garbage dump across from the beautiful, quaint city of Spring City, that's a reminder who Darren Henfield, James Albury, and this absolutely weightless government is. Why do we have to look at garbage every day of our life for the rest of our life on the front street of our main highways? That is what this administration meant to us and meant for us. Absolutely no good. It's a constant everyday reminder of how they care and don't care. But I'm still on water. You gotta beg for water. At the Marshall International Airport, you gotta beg. I gotta do a video for them to mow. The pilots can't see the lights at the airport on the other side of the terminal. That's so much weed. You imagine having a forest on your tarmac that the pilots can't see the lights? These are things that Kai could do. What if Kai Mills was your member of parliament? I see the managers of the airport today, the managers come outside picking up garbage. That's not their job, but they do not have the right personnel in place. They don't have enough people at a $45 million airport. They don't even have a generator. If you don't have a generator at a $45 million airport, the airport ought not be open for regular traffic. The ticket agents, custom officers, immigration, security shouldn't have to wait for the power to resume for them to continue on their daily work. This should be automatic. When the city power kick out, the generator need to kick in. So far, 3 years ain't nothing kicking. But if Kai Mills was your MP, it will be kicking, trust ye me. That's an easy sell. What if Kai Mills was your MP? Would the fireman that is owed excess of $20,000 each for overtime, how could you continue to work when the government owe you over $20,000 of overtime and the man that you vote for is not addressing these concerns? These are serious issues. That is why when Kai come and asks you to vote, I ask, what can I do? What is your issue? What is the problem? What can I speak on? How can I resolve such problems? That is what I do when I go to act. I don't say, I'm coalition, vote for me. Because we're being dumb and idiot all our life. You keep voting F&M, PLP, F&M, PLP. Vote that for what? What is the F&M promising you now? They have the power. What is the PLP promising you? Besides Kurt Connors. Vote for Kurt Connors for what? What has he done in Kopistan besides grow his hair? Nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. That's what you're gonna get. A hair full of hair with nothing. Vote for Kai, because Kai cares. That's why he's here. There will be issues that shall be resolved, because you'll have a man that is a hands-on man that will make sure that these issues become a thing of the past. Then I'll ask for another challenge. I love the challenge. Bring me your challenge, because Kai cares. Vote for Kai, and for God's sake, don't be shy.